Sigma FP. That is the camera that I've been wanting to get for some time now. Probably several years since the first time I thought about getting an FP. I believe the Sigma FP came out in 2019, so it's what, 6 years old now. And I finally have a Sigma FP. And I'm shooting on it right now. This video is being shot on the Sigma FP, and this is the first day that I've been using the Sigma FP. So I'm going to give my initial impressions of the Sigma FP, and yeah, this is a long-awaited look at the Sigma FP. So I just picked this sweet package up yesterday. I paid 1,700 Canadian dollars, but it came with the Sigma, I believe it's an MC-21 L mount, EF to L mount, which is exactly the mount that I would prefer. Right now I'm shooting on the Nikon 55 1.2. This is the pre-AI version of the lens. Beautiful lens. I'm shooting at F2.8 right now. It was shooting all day down at Derby Reach, which is on the river. Big giant dog park where I can take Bailey to run around and have a lot of fun meeting all kinds of dogs and getting all dirty in the mud and get some shots. And it was a beautiful day. It's mid-January, end of January. And we've had some really lovely blue skies, usually up in Vancouver area. I'm in the Vancouver area in British Columbia. We get rainy winters, so it's very gloomy and sort of depressing. I'm used to the interior winters, which are like cold, like freezing cold. We'd have weeks of 40 below when I was a kid. Many feet of snow that would persist for months in the Caribou. So that's what I grew up with. But what we had was cold, clear days that were beautiful. It could be like, minus 13, minus 15, but beautiful crystal blue skies, sun. You're freezing, but it's beautiful. Very invigorating. So it's been like that, but in the coastal method of that, which is 0 degrees or like 5 degrees during the day, 6 degrees. I think it was pretty warm today, maybe 5 or 6 degrees, which is very abnormally cold for our area, but with that clear blue sky, just a little chillier, frost on the ground in the mornings. So got out with the Sigma FP. The Sigma came with that, like I said, that EF mount, but I was shooting with the Nikon lens. I took 3 lenses with me, but I ended up only using the 55 1.2. I also took a 24 2.8. I think that one is also a pre-AI. I pretty much have all pre-AI Nikkor lenses, which I love. I love the look of them, and they don't have as many coatings and they don't have as complicated of optical formulas, but they're really good. Beautiful lenses, just I think almost like on par with the greatest lenses in the world for its time. The Nikkor pre-AI and AI lenses was just so nice. So I took it out with that, got some shots. Obviously the Cinema DNG is such a beautiful codec to work with. I love R3D, and I'm good with ProRes. I love ProRes too. But Cinema DNG is it's a fast format because it's uncompressed. So it takes a lot of hard drive space, but it has, it runs very easily on the editing software. And I use DaVinci Resolve. So I graded that, had a look at that, really nice. And now I'm just talking about this camera. What a great camera, because it's basically like an upgraded Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera OG. It shoots internally 1080p 12-bit RAW, just like the OG, but one extra added benefit is that it's shooting 12-bit internal 1080p, but with a full-frame sensor. So that's an awesome thing. So the lenses, you're lensing based on the lens choices of vintage lenses, which are like, I have all the sets of vintage lenses, the Takimars, the Nikkors, the FDs, the Mamiya 645s, the Mamiya RZ67s. I've got a slew of lenses. I've got the Helios 44, 58mm f2. I've got that lens. I got a slew of lenses. So having the full frame sensor opens up the doors to all the possibilities of using full frame glass on a full frame sensor that's shooting basically internally exactly what the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera OG was shooting. So right there, 100% major upgrade. And in addition to that, with a little bit of rigging, and I got the rig with it, so that was part of the purchase price, the Dark Power Labs rig, and it's got the hard drive sled that goes in at the base, and with the internal routing of the wiring on the side part of the cage, and then the top part of the cage. So I have that with it, and that gives me solid state. I paid $79 for a Samsung top of the line 1 terabyte NVMe SSD module. Got that overnight on Amazon, popped that in this morning, took it out today, and we're shooting 4K, 12-bit Cinema DNG RAW. I mean, come on. In a camera that's smaller than the FX30, even with the rig. So I will show it later beside the FX30. I'll show it. I'll do it completely fair. I'll do it FX30 RAW, like with no cage or anything, because that's how I run it. I run it slick down, nothing. Just basically a small rig, cold shoe, and so I can put a mic on it or this receiver for the lav mic. That's all I run on my OG, and that's all I run on my FX30. Don't ever hardly rig it. I never rig it out. And then now with the Sigma FP, I've got the rig, but the rig does not enormously enhance the size of it. It's still it's not pocketable, but it's definitely, it's a weapon. It's a weapon. So I went out today, I did get some footage graded. First impressions of the Sigma FP, I absolutely love it. I think it's basically the spiritual successor of the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera OG, and it is that's what people call it, and that's what it is. All right, well that's it. First impressions of the Sigma FP. If you like this kind of video, I would love it if you could like the video, comment down below, and if you want to see more of this kind of thing, subscribe to the channel. And I'm always trying to bring really great cameras that are from the day, you know? Going all the way back to like 2012 now, there's some awesome cinema cameras, photography cameras. So stay tuned for more of that. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Have a great night. Enjoy.